guys, this is Liam 2.0, and this Sunday, April 25th, 2021, is the newest rendition of the Oscars. If you're watching this after April 25th, it could be a lot of fun to just watch this video anyways and see how much I got right or wrong. So today, I decided to go through the entire list of nominees to see if I could pick out which films will win which categories. That's gonna be a lot of work, so we should go ahead and get started. But first, I just want to mention that I'm not involved in any Oscar drama. I don't keep up with what's going on. I'm so sorry if your favorite film gets snubbed, but I'm just gonna go with my gut and try to pick out which films are going to win. This is gonna be a lot of fun. So here we have the Oscar nominations list. Oh, never mind, that is a YouTube video. I definitely know what I'm doing. Oh, here we go, the 93rd Academy Awards 2021. And this is apparently where it's taking place, although I would assume it's not in person due to the, well, pandemic. And right up top we have our first category, Actor in a Leading Role. The nominees are Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Anthony Hopkins, The Father, Gary Oldman in Mank, and Steven Yeun in Minari. I'm so sorry if I said that name wrong. If I had to guess, Chadwick Boseman is probably going to get it. I saw Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and it's an incredible movie, but Chadwick Boseman is one of the standout parts of it. I have to say one of, because Viola Davis was also great in it, but if you don't know, Chadwick Boseman recently passed away, and I think it would be a great honor to him to get this posthumous Oscar, so I'm gonna guess that Actor in a Leading Role goes to Chadwick Boseman. I said that so officially. If I messed up now, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. Okay, Actor in a Supporting Role. Nominees: Sacha Baron Cohen, Trial of Chicago 7, Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah, Leslie Odom Jr., One Night in Miami, Paul Raci, The Sound of Metal, and Lakeith Stanfield in Judas and the Black Messiah. Judas, I mean. That's fascinating because one movie had two supporting actor nominees. I think that definitely speaks to how good the movie was. Sacha Baron Cohen actually did a pretty good job in the Trial of Chicago 7. Like, I believe he's mainly a comedy actor, you know, being in Borat and all, so he did a good job at drama. Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield. I don't know who Lakeith Stanfield is. I do know who Daniel Kaluuya is. He starred in Get Out, and also this movie, obviously, and he could definitely get it. I wish Leslie Odom Jr. would get it just for the Hamilton. I love Hamilton. So my official guess would be Daniel Kaluuya, but I wish it was Paul Raci. Paul Raci in Sound of Metal did a fantastic job. He had to portray all of these different types of emotions. He grew closer to the main character as time went on, and then the main character left him, and I think we saw a lot of great acting in the betrayal and stuff. I was just really impressed, and I knew watching that movie that I wanted Paul Raci to win. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to give Actor in a Supporting Role to Daniel Kaluuya. Get Out's a pretty good movie, though. You should see that if you haven't. Actress in a Leading Role. Nominees: Viola Davis, Andra Day, Vanessa Kirby, Frances McDormand, and Carey Mulligan. What a list. I sort of hope that Andra Day doesn't get it. Okay, no, that sounds mean. I don't wish that anybody doesn't get it. I just don't think The United States versus Billie Holiday was a very good movie. Doesn't mean she wasn't good. I don't know if she deserves it. But I'm just a random guy on the internet, so I don't know. Please let me know in the comments if you have another opinion. Like I said, Viola Davis really committed to the role in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, but I think I would have to give Actress in a Leading Role to Carey Mulligan. In Promising Young Woman, she plays a character that is rightfully so just completely out of her mind, and the movie is shocking at every point, and it's one of those where it has twists like every 5 minutes, and it really keeps you on your toes, and Carey Mulligan did a fantastic job. We have Maria Bakalova for Borat's subsequent movie film blah blah blah. Oh my gosh, that's actually the title of the movie? I didn't see that, I'll be honest. Glenn Close, Hillbilly LG, Olivia Colman, The Father, Amanda Seyfried, Mank, and Ye Jong-yoon from Minari. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you probably won't hear this, so I doubt you care. I sort of bet it'll be the person from Minari, but I'd like to give it to Amanda Seyfried for her work in Mank. It was a pretty good movie. I don't know if my reaction makes you want to watch it, but I think her role, as small as it was, could deserve the Actress in a Supporting Role Oscar. Animated feature film. Do I even need to discuss this one? It's definitely a Shaun the Sheep movie, Farmageddon. I'm just kidding. How does a movie like this get nominated for an Oscar? I've heard the first one has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. What is this movie? Somebody please tell me. If this is your favorite movie, I'm sorry. I'm just really confused. Anyways, yeah, if Soul doesn't win this, I would be shocked. Cinematography. We have The Trial of the Chicago 7, Nomadland, News of the World, Mank, and Judas and the Black Messiah. I don't want it to be News of the World. That's just a really basic movie in my opinion. I didn't really see anything that stood out to me. Judas and the Black Messiah could be it. But you also have Nomadland and Mank. These are all such good movies. I know that's the point. Like, they wouldn't choose bad movies, but I'm gonna go with Mank by Eric Messerschmidt. Costume design: Emma Alexandra Byrne, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Anne Roth. Mank, Trish Somerville, Mulan, Bina Dagler, and Pinocchio, Massimo Cantini Parini. They always put the hard names last. I really hope I got that right. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably Emma? No, because the, old style clothing, what am I thinking, colonial Europe or whatever, that's been done a lot. I think I guessed, Little Women would get it last year. No, I think I guessed Joker. Oh my gosh, Little Women actually got it last year. So maybe I should go with Emma, because they seem to like that sort of thing. I'm gonna go with Ma Rainey's Black Bottom by Anne Roth. It has a very similar, it has a 1920s aesthetic, I would say, and I don't know, I thought it was very impressive. It's like a gritty set of outfits, if that makes any sense. It just fits right into that world, and it doesn't stand out, which is good. Directing nominees: Another Round by Thomas Vinterberg, Mank, David Fincher, Minari, Lee Isaac Chung, Nomadland, Chloe Zhao, Promising Young Woman, Emerald Fennell. Well, because I'm me, I want to give it to Mank, David Fincher. I just really like David Fincher movies. I could rattle off a whole list: Zodiac, Seven, Gone Girl, Fight Club. As you can tell, he's made some pretty good movies, but I don't necessarily know if that held up with the rest of his filmography. I think it's probably going to go to Nomadland. Nomadland is the favorite for Best Picture right now, and I think Best Picture and Best Directing tend to go together, so I'm going to say Nomadland by Chloe Zhao. Film editing. This is another really fun one. Trial of the Chicago 7, Sound of Metal, Promising Young Woman, Chloe Zhao, and Yorgos Lamprinos, I think. My brain went two places first. One, Promising Young Woman for the crazy aesthetic, and then The Sound of Metal for the way they portrayed the experience of a deaf person living in America. However, I realize now that that is sound design, so I'm going to give this to The Trial of the Chicago 7. If you haven't seen the movie, first of all, you should, but secondly, it features a lot of conversations that are intercut with each other for punchlines, so one person will start speaking, and they'll cut to another person who finishes the sentence with a completely different random set of words, and I really like the aesthetic of that, so yeah, Trial of the Chicago 7. This is the big category, you guys. I have to make a Best Picture prediction. How on earth am I gonna do this? I guess I could start by reading the nominees. We have The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. I could see it going to something like Judas and the Black Messiah because messages like that are really important right now, or at least those stories that need to be told. I really hope it doesn't go to The Father. That would be such a cop-out from the Academy. Promising Young Woman, no, that's a little too pop culture-ish. Sound of Metal, I wish. I know this movie has flaws, but I also just really like it, and I wish this would be the one to win, but I think it's just opposite of Promising Young Woman. It's just not mainstream enough. Like, have you heard of this movie? Probably not. It's great, though, and you should watch it. The only two that are really a toss-up for me are Minari and Nomadland. I haven't seen Minari, but I've heard it's very similar to Nomadland in that it takes a look at people like living in different situations in America. Like in Nomadland, which I've seen, the main character lives in a van and meets a lot of different people who share the same lifestyle she does, and it's really fascinating because none of the other characters are characters. They're playing themselves, the real life people. So if you look at the cast list, it's like Mark playing Mark. I don't know, that's just cool to me, and I feel like it's doing something different. So my best picture guess is going to be Nomadland. I'm lacking a little bit of knowledge here. Does production design just mean like sets, or does it mean the like organization of the production as well? Oh, I'm gonna go with sets because it says set decoration with production design. So I'm gonna go with Mank because I really enjoyed the aesthetic of that movie, even if the plot was a little messy. Sound. We have Greyhound, Mank, News of the World, Soul, and The Sound of Metal. Sound of Metal, hands down, I'm giving it to Sound of Metal because it was fantastic in the way they used audio and didn't use audio. When the main character starts to become deaf over the course of the movie, we experience it with him, and it was just a fantastic use of sound editing, and I could never do anything like it. So yeah, I want to give my premature congratulations to The Sound of Metal. But let's move on to visual effects, where we have Love and Monsters, The Midnight Sky, Mulan, The One and Only Ivan, and Tenet. Shout out to Andrew Jackson, the 7th President of the United States, who apparently came back from the dead to work on Tenet. Congratulations, man. Wait, he was terrible, wasn't he? Anyways, I think I really am going to give this to Tenet, because I don't want Mulan to win anything. Writing, adapted screenplay. Somehow, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is not in this list, even though it was nominated for Best Picture, I believe, and it comes from a play. Isn't that the literal definition of an adapted screenplay? I don't know. I hope it's not Borat. That film just is too silly for my liking, so I'm gonna go with, let's do One Night in Miami, screenplay by Kemp Powers. Oh no, this is the last one in the list. Writing original screenplay. I need to take my time here because I've been having a lot of fun. We have Judas and the Black Messiah, Minari, Promising Young Woman, The Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. It's interesting to me that both Promising Young Woman and Trial of Chicago 7 were both written by the same people who directed the film, so that might give them a leg up. And between Promising Young Woman and Trial of Chicago 7, I would definitely give it to The Trial of the Chicago 7, because Aaron Sorkin is crazy. If you've seen films like The Social Network, A Few Good Men, things like that, then you'll know his style. It's completely unrealistic. It's crazy dialogue at crazy speeds, but so fun to listen to. And it goes with the editing, which I also gave to Trial of the Chicago 7, because those conversations were written knowing it was going to be edited in a certain way. So I'm giving writing original screenplay to The Trial of the Chicago 7 by Aaron Sorkin. Those are the Oscars, coming April 25th. I don't mean to advertise it, but feel free to watch and correct me if I got anything wrong in the comments. I don't make videos very often anymore because my life is very busy, but I like the Oscars. It's, a bunch of good films getting the accreditation they deserve, so I thought I would give another predictions. I did this last year too, and I had so much fun with it, so hopefully you enjoyed it too, and thank you guys so much for watching.